non-physician employees, you have to have the HR administrative role. And if you do, you see this little stethoscope icon. This is the HR management tab. And again, for a new employee, and this is specifically for non-physician employees, you click on new employee and you give them a name. And typically you put in a title because this will show up in their signature line. So RN or RT, depending on what it is, but we'll go with RN. You create a username. They will get an email with their username in it. And typically we do first name dot last name, but you can use whatever convention works for you. You need to select this login enabled. There's a lot of information you can put here, but on the minimum stuff that we need is you're going to need an email. All right, so again, that will be the primary email. So this is the one that the system will use to send them their username and password reset account. Under management, you need to pick a job title. So again, we're using a nurse. So we will pick registered nurse. Under the roles, there's a whole variety of roles. We will also pick registered nurse. And the reason there's a difference between job title and roles is because you can have say a chief nurse or a charge nurse. They'll have expanded permissions, and this is sort of the job title and the roles that you can get with that. You can select one or more locations that they work at. If there's a manager, you can select the manager. Typically, you do not check See Confidential. This is specifically for managers of personnel. So if there's personnel documentation, the only administration should see that, and that is the can see confidential. There's a hired on and terminated on if you need those. On the accounts, typically if you are using this for routing number and account number for part of your payroll, you can put that in. Otherwise, you can skip that. Credentials will be the ACLS, PALS, those types of things needed for the different roles. Billing is specifically for physicians and APPs, and then media or uploaded documents to support it. But anyways, this is the minimum set that you need. You need first name, last name, title, username, login enabled, and you need contact email. And then you need to set up the management, both job title and roles and locations. Those are the minimum things you do. Then you can click Save, which is this checkbox up here. And then the other thing I should have done before I hit Save is you send the password reset email. So when you click this, the email will be sent to the user, both with their username and a link to set their password. And that's how you set up a new non-physician user in our system. Make sure to use this system, again, for everybody but physicians, because there are very specific things needed by physicians, and that's covered in a separate video.